What is up, guys? It's your Chrome Blade bringing you guys another WWE Raw review of tonight's show, the May 23rd edition of Raw. Actually, the 1200th episode of Raw, believe it or not. Out of Memphis, I think. I think it was Memphis tonight. Your Memphis or Maryland, I don't care. If you guys would, please slash that like button down below if you're Crosshair Blade. Also, if you are new, hit that subscribe button as well for more WWE content. I also will be having an anime review of Dimension W coming out later this week or over the weekend. So if you guys want to stay tuned for that. I didn't have a review last week because wasn't feeling the best on Monday night. I kind of came down with a little bit of a cold. Wasn't a full-blown cold, but wasn't really feeling the best. Did not have enough energy to really put into a review, and the show was complete shit anyways. So I know I can go skip a week, I guess. That my health wasn't that too good, but kicking off the show tonight with actually Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is back, guys. Seth Rollins, he actually gets confronted by Roman Reigns. He gets a huge ass pop. You think they would bring Seth Rollins in as a face and keep him as a face? They can easily make him one of the top faces in the company right now on his return. What does WWE make him do? They want to make Roman Reigns be the face in this feud, and they want Seth Rollins to go back to the bad guy, Seth Rollins, instead of slowly, gradually going back to the bad guy if they want to turn him heel. Nope, they have to pull the plug right away and turn him heel right away. So basically, he starts downgrading the crowd. He brings up the Shield days, how he stabbed Roman in the back, how he cashed in on him on WrestleMania and pinned him 1, 2, 3 for the championship. Downgrades the crowd, downgrades Roman. He starts getting booed. Kind of think they would gradually turn him heel eventually and kind of play off the face reaction, kind of. But no, they have to have Roman Reigns as the face in this feud. They have to have Roman as the face. Roman Reigns comes on the ring, he gets his ass booed out of the goddamn building. You have Shane McMahon come down to the ring, actually scheduling the main event for Money in the Bank, which is later next month. Actually going to be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the championship that Rollins never did lose. They actually brought that up, and I'm surprised as well. They brought that up, that Rollins never did lose it. Kind of bullshit in my opinion. They have to make Rollins heel just for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns gets the natural heel reaction. Yet he has to be the face. He has to be the face. We're gonna make this guy look strong. Let me guess. They're gonna make Rollins lose at this pay-per-view. It's gonna go into the next pay-per-view. Lose again. He's gonna go into SummerSlam. Going against Reigns again. Either they might inject Ambrose in there. There's a little bit with Ambrose conspiracy now with Money in the Bank, which I will get into. Gonna go into that. Pretty sure that's gonna feed either that or that's gonna straight up feed Seth Rollins to Roman Reigns like they did to AJ Styles. AJ Styles is 100 feet underground right now. He's completely buried, along with the rest of the poker club, the shopping club. I don't know what the hell you want to call them. The after school club, the gang club. I don't know what you want to call them. They're 100 feet under right now, completely buried after getting fed to Roman Reigns last night. Pretty sure Rollins is going to be made a chump at the hands of Roman Reigns, getting fed to the machine. Like everybody else, he had AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, the whole list goes down. Vince McMahon himself, Sheamus. Sheamus has never been the same. The list goes on, but after that, you actually have the show opening up with, I think it was Sami Zayn versus who? Sami Zayn versus Sheamus tonight. Why Sheamus deserves to have a qualifying match for Money in the Bank really beats my mind because Sheamus did absolutely nothing to deserve a championship or the Money in the Bank qualifying chance. Baron Corbin could have got that chance right there. That would have been a nice opportunity for Baron Corbin, hopefully. That he would had to take a loss, though, so maybe put somebody else in there that would deserve. Maybe a few other people that have did a little bit more than Sheamus. Sheamus did absolutely nothing on last few months. Why does he have to deserve a qualifying match? Pre-match, Sami Zayn wins. He's going on to Money in the Bank. Kind of cool. Kind of a predictable outcome. Pre-match, he gets all mad. Apollo Crews scheduled tonight to go on with Chris Jericho. Brutal beatdown by Sheamus on Apollo Crews tonight. Mad that the new era superstars are taking over, so he beats the shit out of Apollo Crews. all this is really building for is a throwaway feud with Apollo Crews and Sheamus, which Sheamus is at the bottom of the barrel right now, barely scraping for scraps. And you're going to put Apollo Crews against Sheamus, probably going into the Money in the Bank. You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is literally the best WWE can come up with for Apollo Crews. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Um, Cesaro versus The Miz. Cesaro picks up the victory here. He actually going to Money in the Bank. Now it's scheduled for SmackDown for the IC title rematch for Cesaro and The Miz, since he actually did get the pin victory over The Miz again. I don't see Miz dropping the title to Cesaro. I really don't see it happening. Cesaro really doesn't need the title as well. He really doesn't need it. Cesaro going to be going on to Money in the Bank. Decent match. Went for a decent amount of time. Got the New Day versus the Social Outcast. Heath Slater has been look like a goddamn complete clown tonight. They come out with a cake commemorating the 1200 episode of Monday Night Raw. Who gives a shit? The last 200 episodes of Raw, ever since the 1000th episode of Raw, has been complete shit, in my opinion. Why do they even have to celebrate? I don't care. Supposedly Raw is 23 years old. Who gives a shit? I can go back to 23 years. Go back to the first episode of Raw. You got the Social Outcast. I thought they were actually going to be starting a feud with Social Outcast. I was like, okay, they're going to have a little bit of a feud with those Social Outcasts until Enzo and Cass finish up the Dudleys. Okay, I'm fine with this. What do they do tonight? They actually beat the shit, completely dominate the Social Outcast tonight. Heath Slater takes the pin, does the big ending. What do you have pre-match? You have the cake, which actually was threatening to throw in a few crowd people's faces, actually JBL's face, and Marvin Saxon's face. What do you have them do? They actually have to hold the cake up and actually throw Heath Slater. Hitting Heath Slater with the face with a cake tonight on Monday Night Raw made Heath Slater look like a complete chump outside the ring, along with the rest of the other Social Outcasts. Definitely not going to be a feud. Right now, New Day has nothing to absolutely do. There's nobody on the roster for them to feud with. Maybe if you want to go make a Vaudevillains rematch, but as I see it right now, the Vaudevillains are going down. They're going to be jobbed out. That's about the highest they're going to be getting on the main roster, in my opinion. After that, you actually have these matches are going to be out of order as well, but you have Apollo Crews and Chris Jericho. This match is actually pretty decent. Probably one of Apollo Crews' first real opponent since making his debut. About a 10-minute match. You think they would do the right thing here and actually give Apollo Crews the win. What do? They have Chris Jericho getting the win, who absolutely does not need another Money in the Bank spot. You could have given it to Apollo Crews. What does Apollo Crews have going on right now that makes him not able to get into the Money Bank in the Bank match? Nothing. What, a lame throwaway feud with Sheamus starting? You gotta be fucking kidding me, WWE. This is the best you have for Apollo Crews. A throwaway thing. Why couldn't you have him go to the Money in the Bank? At Money in the Bank, Sheamus cost him the opportunity at Money in the Bank and start the feud there. Wow! It would have been easier and Sheamus would have got some legit heel heat. Other than that, though, you have Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler tonight. Decent match. Ambrose going on. What I think they're actually going to do, they're actually going to give the Money in the Bank to Dean Ambrose, because right now Rollins and Reigns are feuding for the World Championship. You're going to have Dean Ambrose with holding the Money in the Bank. Always that wild card. He's going to always be teasing that wild card. I do see Dean Ambrose winning the Money in the Bank. Either Dean Ambrose or Kevin Owens probably be the logical choices. If Apollo Crews was there, I wouldn't mind him giving that to Apollo Crews as well. But Apollo Crews is not going to be there. It's going to be Chris Jericho, who doesn't even need it, in my opinion. Chris Jericho's been so long. He's been in so many Money in the Bank matches already. It doesn't make any sense. So, Charlotte and Dana Brooke. You have the splitting up of Ric Flair tonight. They made it seem so emotional, but it sounded like a robot description tonight. Charlotte, not even remotely funny on the microphone. It sounded like a goddamn robot was speaking on the microphone tonight. You have him splitting up Ric Flair, saying all this bad shit that he's not immune, he's not immortal, that she's better, she did more in her career than Ric Flair's did in the last 30 years. Complete bullshit to get her heel heat. This is eventually going to lead to Sasha Banks and maybe somebody else, maybe Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks going against Dana Brooke and Charlotte eventually. After that, you can have Sasha eventually getting involved with Charlotte, and maybe the title change at SummerSlam there. That would be nice. What else tonight? You have Big Enzo actually made his well, not debut, but came back tonight. Enzo Amore and Big Cass cutting down the Dudleys. It was Bubba Ray versus Big Cass. Big Cass won with the Empire's elbow. Pre-match, actually have them beating the shit out of each other outside the ring. I think it's going to go on to Money in the Bank. After Money in the Bank, they're going to switch it over, start getting ready for SummerSlam, and slowly start feuding with the New Day. That is the money match for SummerSlam. Tell you guys right now, book it. Enzo Amore, good to see him back though. Hot as hell on the mic, spewing that shit, along with Big Cass. Getting better on the mic, getting the least better. You do see the progression. What else? Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles for the main event tonight. If there's anything else, it went over my head because did not care. AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens pre-match. You actually have the one half of Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows coming down in the ring. Actually, confronting AJ Styles because AJ Styles actually says if it wasn't for the Usos or the rest of the club, I would have been the world champion. So they come down and they make a big deal out of it. To say if it wasn't for you, you would not have walked out of a shitload of bar brawls if it wasn't for us. You would have been laying there and you probably would not have been in the situation you were last night due to us. What I see eventually is going to happen here. Anderson and Gallows going to get eventually pissed off. They're going to bring in Finn Balor maybe next week on Raw because it's going to be in a hot crowd. Going to bring it on Raw. Bring Balor, form the Balor Club, going against AJ Styles up by himself. AJ Styles might bring up a few people, maybe make a little bit of a team to counter. I don't know. That's what I have on the top of my head. Balor Club versus Styles so far. Not quite sure they're going to have on AJ Styles' side, but they really have nobody built up to be on his side, to be honest. Maybe a Ziggler. I don't know. Put Dolph Ziggler. He has nothing going on now. Dolph Ziggler. Baron Corbin wouldn't make sense because he's a heel. I don't know what Dolph Ziggler, put him on there. I don't give a shit. But we'll need to learn more before I really know what's going on. To be honest, I really don't give a shit. AJ Styles is completely buried at this point. Nothing can take him to where he came from. So that is it, guys. You have Kevin Owens winning the match. Going on to Money in the Bank. My logical choice for the Money in the Bank either Dean Ambrose, which makes most sense, or Kevin Owens, would not mind. Other than that, though, hope you guys enjoy this. Please slash that like button down below for your chronos there. And also, if you are new, hit that subscribe button down below as well. Really, really helps me out. I will be back later this week with a Dimension W anime review. Because I actually ended last week. I actually didn't know it was the season finale. So, going to be having a review up for that as well. So, see you guys next time. Peace.